Hello dear students, it's sixth lecture of NLM, Newton's laws of motion. In the previous class we have done series arrangement of springs and parallel arrangement of springs. The formula we have done only. Now we come to a question. See what is in case of parallel arrangements, the first point, restoring forces are different, Fr, that is, or tension in the springs are different. The second point, elongations or compressions are equal. Elongations or compressions, that is x, are equal, and that is equal to the displacement of the mass from the mean position. Okay, and the formula we have what? K is equal to k1 plus k2 and so on up to kn. Okay, and we have restoring forces are different. So what is the restoring force? Fr is equal to k equivalent into x. X we have what? Restoring force by k equivalent, or tension produced in the spring divided by what? K equivalent. So this ratio remains constant, so it implies that Fr by k equivalent, that is also tension divided by what? K equivalent, that is tension T1 by K1, tension T2 by K2, and so on up to Tn by Kn. Okay, now we come to a question. We have three springs of spring constant. Suppose K1 is equal to K, K2 is equal to 5K, and K3 is equal to 3K. Okay, the gravitational force here is mg. Okay, suppose in the first spring the tension is T1, in the second spring the tension is T2, and in the third spring tension is T3. We have to find the values of T1, T2 and T3. These results we have to get. Okay, now see what is K equivalent here. The K equivalent, since these are in parallel arrangement, K1 plus K2 plus K3, we come to the solution. That is what? It is K plus 5K plus 3K. The result we have what? 9K. Now we have the formula Fr by K equivalent is equal to T1 by K1, T2 by K2, T3 by K3, because this ratio is what? The displacement of the particle from the mean position. So see, if this one is the equivalent, K equivalent, this mass is m, the gravitational force we have what? Mg. So you may write what? Mg is equal to K equivalent into what? X. So x we have mg by K equivalent. Okay, so see what is restoring force. Restoring force we have mg, that is the restoring force, K equivalent into x. It is also what? The restoring force. So it is mg by K equivalent is equal to T1 by K1 is K, T2, K2 is what we have? 5K, and T3 divided by K3 we have what? 3K. Okay, so what we get? The tension T1 is equal to mg into k divided by k equivalent. K equivalent we have what? 9k. Okay, so we get the result mg by 9. Now we get to come to t2. T2 is equal to what we have? mg into 5k divided by what? 9k. So we get the result 5 mg by 9. Okay, now we have to get the value of what? T3. T3 is equal to, it is mg into 3k. K equivalent we have what? 9k. Simplify it, we get the result mg by 3. So it is the value of T3, it is the value of T2, and it is the value of what? T1. So these results we have. Okay, so this one was the parallel arrangement. Of mixed arrangement we have also, but mixed arrangement we will be doing in what? The oscillation chapter. Okay, simple harmonic motion. If a string or a spring is cut, it implies that the tension becomes what? 0. So we come to a question. This mass is m, spring constant is k, this point is a, and this point is b. We have to find the acceleration of this mass immediately after the spring has been cut from point A, and immediately after the spring has been cut from point B. So we have to find acceleration of mass immediately after the, or the moment after the spring has been cut from first point we have A, and second part we have B. Okay, to see the moment string or spring is cut, tension in the string or spring will become what? 0. Okay, think about the question. Check the solution. First part. Firstly, you have to think about the equilibrium condition. So see, under equilibrium condition, suppose the elongation after the equilibrium is reached is x. So we'll have to take tension T is equal to mg, and in case of spring we have to take tension T is equal to what? Kx. X is equal to what? mg by k. This one is the elongation when equilibrium is reached. So see, after the equilibrium is reached, after the equilibrium is reached, elongation x is equal to what we have, mg by k. Okay, because tension is acting as kx, that is the restoring force, and kx will be equal to what, mg. Okay, so after the equilibrium is reached means at that condition the mass becomes what, static after the basic elongation, that is what, x. Okay, the x is equal to what we have, mg by k. Okay, now the first part is if the spring has been cut from point A. Okay, so first part we come to this mass is m, gravitational force mg, this was point A. Okay, the moment spring has been cut, here we have force, initial force what we have, it is kx. Okay, now the suppose the mass has acceleration in the downward direction, so what is the equation in that condition? According to the second law of motion, net force is equal to mass into acceleration. So here we have mg minus kx, that is equal to what? Suppose the system falls in the downward direction. Okay, so that is equal to me, we have mg minus k. What is the value of x we have? It is mg by k, that is equal to ma. To get the result, a is equal to 0. So the moment the spring has been cut from point A, the acceleration of this block will be what? 0. Now we come to the second part. Now this point was A and this point is B. Okay, it is M. Now see, there is no, at the moment string has been cut or spring has been cut, tension becomes what? 0. Here at this point tension was what? 0. Okay, so tension is 0. Only one force is acting here, that is what? The gravitational force. So the mass start moving in the downward direction due to the gravitational force. So what is the net force acting on this mass? It is mg minus tension becomes 0 here, 0, that is equal to what? ma, and what we get? A is equal to g. So when the mass string or spring has been cut from point B, the block will come in free fall. It will be accelerating down with what acceleration? Acceleration due to gravity. That is the solution. We come to one or two more question. I will give you 1 or 2 minutes to think this question. Okay, Okay, this point is A and this point is B. You have to find the accelerations of A and B, the moment first part, sorry, it is M and 2M, the two blocks M and 2M. The moment first part, spring has been cut from A, and the second part, spring has been cut from B. In any case, you will have to find the equilibrium condition. Initially find the elongations in the spring under what? The equilibrium condition. Okay, now suppose in this spring tension is T2 and here tension is what? T1. I am just giving you the hint. This tension is T1, this mass is M, the gravitational force down is mg, this tension is T2, this mass is 2m, that's why the gravitational force is what? 2mg. Suppose elongation here is x1 and here elongation is what? x2. So see, from mass m1 after elongation under equilibrium condition, the upward force is counterbalanced by the downward force. The upward force we have what? T1, and that is equal to mg plus T2. Okay, while for the 2m mass we have upward force is equal to T2, we have T2 is equal to what? 2 mg. Now putting the value of T2 here, it is mg plus 2 mg, that is equal to what? 3 mg. Okay, but this tension is equal to what? The restoring force. So here this tension T1 will be equal to what? The restoring force, that is spring constant what we have, it is 3k. Okay, or into what? x1. So what is the value of x1 here? x1 is mg by k. Okay, now we come to this part. T2 is equal to 2 mg, that is equal to restoring force. Here elongation is suppose x2, in this spring elongation is x1, and in this spring elongation is what? x2. So you get the value of x2, so it is kx2. What is the value of k here? It is 6. So 6k into x2, so you'll get the result, it is what? x2 is equal to 2 mg divided by what? 6k, and that is mg by 3k. So it is the value of x2 and it is the value of x1 under equilibrium condition. Now you have to try the question. Now we come to the first part. When the string has been cut from point A. Okay, so we come to this part. Point A. So your tension will become what? 0. T1 becomes what? 0. Okay. Here we have what from the free body diagram? It is mg, and this tension we have what? T2. These forces are acting on this mass. Your mass is m. Okay. To see, now we come to the equation of motion using Newton's second law. Only two forces are acting in the downward direction. One is mg and the other one is T2. Due to this combined force, this mass will accelerate in the downward direction. Mass is m. The upward force is 0 because the string or spring has been cut from here. The moment it has been cut, the tension becomes what? 0. So net force we have what in the downward direction, and due to this net force, this mass is coming down. So that is mass m into A1 suppose. Okay, that is mg plus what was the value of T2. The T2 we have 6k x2. Okay, under equilibrium condition it is 6k x2, that is equal to what? A1 or mg plus 6k. What was the value of x2? That is mg by 3k, that is equal to what? Ma1. Then mg plus 2mg, that is 3mg. It is 2 mg plus 2mg, that is 3mg, that is equal to what? Ma1. M and m get cancelled. So what we get? A1 is equal to 3g. Okay. Now we come to the second part. And see, also we have to find the acceleration of, since these are connected, that's why in the first case acceleration of m is equal to acceleration of 2m, that is equal to what? 3g. Now we come to the second part. We come to mass 2m. The gravitational force we have 2mg, and the tension in upward direction we have T2. Now this mass is coming down with acceleration suppose A2. Okay, so now here acceleration is what? Net force is 2mg minus T2, that is equal to what? 2m into A2, or you get 2mg minus T2. What was the value of T2? That was we have 6k x2. Okay, that is equal to what? 2ma2, 2mg minus 6k. What is the value of x2? It is mg by 3k, that is equal to what? 2ma2. It is 2, so it is A2 is equal to 0. So the moment the string or spring has been cut from point A, the acceleration of the first mass, it implies that acceleration of the mass m is equal to 3g and acceleration of the mass 2m is equal to what? 0, the moment spring has been cut from point A. Okay, now the next question will be for homework. The spring has been cut from point P. तो ये क्वेश्चन मैंने डिस्कस किया है, दिस पार्ट इज फॉर होमवर्क, यू हैव टू ट्राई योरसेल्फ. ओके, कॉन्सेप्ट्स मैंने दे दिया है. कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, फर्स्टली यू हैव टू फाइंड द इनिशियल इलोंगेशंस, और जहां आप स्प्रिंग को कट करते हो या स्ट्रिंग को कट करते हो, एट दैट पॉइंट टेंशन विल बिकम 0. अब जैसे ही आप इसको कट करोगे बी पॉइंट पे, तो इस पॉइंट पे टेंशन विल बी व्हाट? 0. तो जैसे ये टेंशन 0 हो जाएगा तो यहाँ पे जो है एक ही फोर्स लग रहा है, दैट इज 2mg. तो 2mg इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? 2m(a2). तो इट विल बी इन फ्री फॉल. उसके बाद इसको आप सॉल्व करोगे तो बी से जब कट किया तो यहाँ पे टेंशन T1 लग रहा है, यहाँ टेंशन इज T1, और यहाँ पे ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स क्या लग रहा है? mg. तो यार mg प्लस T2 जो आपने कैलकुलेट किया था माइनस T1, दैट इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? m इंटू A1. फिर आप अकॉर्डिंगली कैलकुलेट करेंगे एंड यू विल पुट द वैल्यूज. तो कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो आपको अकॉर्डिंगली सॉल्व करना है. ओके, now we come to how to solve the question of NLM after drawing what? The free body diagram. To solve dynamic problems, use the following steps. Okay, you have to draw the free body diagram that is FBD. Okay, for see, for each mass you will have to draw the free body diagram. Okay, फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम में क्या होता है? सिंगल मास पे जितने भी पॉसिबल फोर्सेस हैं, यू हैव टू टेक ऑल द फोर्सेस ऑन द मास. So in case of free body diagram, you will have to draw all the forces on the defined mass. Okay. Second step, find the net force in the then you will have to find the net force in the direction of motion. जिस भी डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहा है पार्टिकल, उस डायरेक्शन में आप नेट फोर्स फाइंड करेंगे. ओके, एंड यूज न्यूटन्स सेकेंड लॉ over the mass, or then you will have to use what? The Newton's second law over the single mass है तो single mass पे यूज करेंगे, और अगर number of masses है तो सबका अलग अलग free body diagram draw करना है, and we will have to find the net force in the direction of motion for each mass. Now we have number of equations. Third step, Now solve all the equations to find the required results. Okay, now to find the required results, you have to draw you have to solve all the equations. Solving all the equations, whatever we have to get the tension, internal force, acceleration of each mass. ठीक है, you may find any value. So in 3 steps you have to solve any equation. Okay, now we come to the cases, और हर एक केस में जो भी न्यूमेरिकल्स होंगे उनमें हम यही स्टेप्स को यूज कर रहे होंगे. ओके, केस 1. पहले बेसिक केसेस पे हम आते हैं. दैट इज मोशन ऑफ मासेस इन कांटेक्ट ओवर द frictionless horizontal surface under external force, under the external force. Okay, so we come to a question. Free body diagram is FBD. Free, F for free, B for body, and D for diagram. See, we have 2 masses in contact. Okay, over the frictionless horizontal surface, a smooth horizontal surface like M1, M2. Okay, and under a given external force, that is F, the masses are restricted to move along what? Horizontal direction. So in the direction of motion we consider one coordinate, that is suppose x, and perpendicular to the direction of motion we have another coordinate, that is what? Y, and each mass has acceleration what? A. Okay, so since the masses are in contact, so between the masses there will be an internal force, and internal force is also called normal reaction, and this normal reaction or reactional force is always perpendicular to the common tangent, okay, of the masses. So we have to find first part, acceleration of each mass under the given external force. Okay, and second part, internal force between the masses, that is also called reactional force, that is the internal force between the masses. So these results we have to get. Now we come to the solution part for this question. What was the first step? We have to draw the free body diagram for each mass. So we have to take separately M1 and M2. इस चीज़ को ध्यान रखिएगा, जैसे मैं बता रहा हूँ अकॉर्डिंगली आपको वर्क करना है, कभी भी कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगा. ओके, this mass is M1, gravitational force here is M1g, इनका बीच में ग्राउंड से नॉर्मल रिएक्शन है, that normal reaction is suppose N1, okay, and external force is acting in the horizontal direction, that is F, and we come to the second mass. So this one is the second mass, it is M2 ground, here gravitational force is M2G, ग्राउंड और M2 का बीच में इंटरनल फोर्स दैट इज कॉल्ड नॉर्मल रिएक्शन डायरेक्टेड टुवर्ड्स द मास, इट इज N2 एंड इट इज व्हाट N2, एक्शन रिएक्शन पेयर है. नाउ दीज टू मासेस आर इन कांटेक्ट, तो यहाँ भी कांटेक्ट के परपेंडिकुलर डायरेक्शन में, कॉमन टेंजेंट के परपेंडिकुलर डायरेक्शन में एक इंटरनल फोर्स जेनरेट होगा दैट इज कॉल्ड नॉर्मल रिएक्शन डायरेक्टेड टुवर्ड्स द मास. दिस इंटरनल फोर्स इज सपोज F, here also internal force is F, F is equal to N, that is the normal reaction. So we have to find the value of what? Acceleration of each mass. This mass has acceleration A, ये find करना है. इसका भी चूंकि connected है, एक साथ move कर रहा है, तो this A we have to get, and also we have to get the value of what? The internal force. तो see, दिस वन इज द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम फॉर, जो भी पॉसिबल फोर्सेस थे वो सब हमने ले लिए. तो दिस वन इज द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम फॉर मास M1 एंड दिस वन इज द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम फॉर मास M2. तो इट इज द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम फॉर M1 एंड दिस वन इज द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम फॉर M2. नाउ द मासेस आर restricted to move along what coordinate? X coordinate. ओके, तो हमें जो भी कैलकुलेशन करना है वो x कोऑर्डिनेट के लिए लेना है. वी हैव टू टेक द इक्वेशंस फॉर x कोऑर्डिनेट ओनली, क्योंकि y कोऑर्डिनेट में कोई हमारा ये नहीं है, रिजल्ट फाइंड नहीं करना है, तो y को कंसीडर ही नहीं करना है. तो से इट इज फॉर M1 एंड दिस वन इज फॉर व्हाट? जो भी पॉसिबल फोर्सेस लग रहे हैं इट इज फॉर M2. तो M1 और M2 के लिए अब हम क्या करेंगे? फर्स्ट स्टेप का वर्क हमने कर लिया, वी हैव टू ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम. नाउ सेकंड स्टेप इज व्हाट? वी हैव टू फाइंड द इक्वेशन of the masses. What we have to do? We have to find net force, and net force is equal to mass into acceleration according to the second law. Okay, so see, in the direction of motion, दिस मास M1 इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू मूव राइट साइड. अब इस पे दो फोर्सेस लग रहे हैं, एक ब्लॉक है, इस पे मैं इस साइड फोर्स लगा रहा हूँ और इस साइड भी फोर्स लगा रहा हूँ. तो जिस साइड फोर्स ज़्यादा होगा उस साइड ये मास क्या करेगा? मूव करेगा. तो अगर ये मास राइट साइड मूव कर रहा है दैट मीन्स द राइट साइड का फोर्स इज ग्रेटर देन व्हाट? द लेफ्ट साइड का फोर्स. सो सिंस द एक्सेलरेशन इज इन द राइट साइड और लॉन्ग पॉजिटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन, इट इम्प्लाइज दैट F इज ग्रेटर देन व्हाट? स्मॉल f. ये कैपिटल F इससे ज़्यादा है तभी ये मूव कर. अगर इक्वल होगा तो कोई मूवमेंट नहीं होगा, और अगर ये साइड का फोर्स ज़्यादा हो इस साइड से तब ये जो है आपका लेफ्ट साइड मूव करेगा. तो सिंस द मास इज मूविंग टूवर्ड्स राइट दैट मीन्स द राइट साइड फोर्स इज ग्रेटर देन व्हाट? द लेफ्ट साइड फोर्स. अब मान लीजिए कि इस मास पे आप इस साइड फोर्स 20 न्यूटन लगा रहे हो और इस साइड 5 न्यूटन लगा रहे हो, तो व्हाट विल बी द नेट फोर्स? इट विल बी द डिफरेंस ऑफ द फोर्सेस दैट विल बी 20 minus 5 that is equal to 15 न्यूटन. तो व्हाट इज द नेट फोर्स हियर? F minus F, that is the net force acting on the mass M1, and it is the cause of acceleration. So from first law of second law of motion, net force is equal to mass into acceleration. It is equation 1. Okay, now we come to the second mass. Second mass is also moving right side. So what is the cause of acceleration? See, there will be some force which will accelerate the particle. So along the positive direction we have a force here, that is what? The internal force F. Only due to this force this mass is moving right side. तो यहाँ पे net force acting on the mass is F, and that is equal to, according to the second law of motion, it is the second equation. Now we come to the third step. Solving the equations we may get the value of what? The required results, that is A and F, internal force. Now from equation 1 and 2, what we have, f minus small f is m2a, that is equal to what, m1a. f is equal to m1a plus m2a, that is m1 plus m2 n2a. So what is the acceleration of each mass? That is f divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, now putting this value in any one of the equation, we'll get the value of what, the normal reaction or internal force. So it is one answer. Now putting a in equation 2, suppose, okay, so f we have what, m2a. To put the value of a here, you will get the result m2f divided by what, m1 plus m2. It is the value of what, the internal force, okay, or the normal reaction. So in this way you may find, so you have to draw the free body diagram for each mass. Okay, in basic questions it is trick to find the acceleration of each mass, connected mass, only connected masses. A is what, it is sigma f in the line of motion. मोशन की लाइन में जो भी फोर्स है उसका नेट वैल्यू आपको लेना है, एक डायरेक्शन वाले को आप ऐड कर दें, अपोजिट डायरेक्शन वाले को सब्ट्रैक्ट करें, डिवाइडेड बाय द टोटल मास ऑफ द system. It is acceleration of each mass of the given system. Okay, now this it is to solve the objective questions only. In subjective questions you have to draw the free body diagram, and solving the equations you will get the results. Okay, and for getting internal force or forces put value of A in the equations we find using the free body डायग्राम. अगर सिर्फ एक्सेलरेशन फाइंड करना हो तो फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप डायरेक्टली वर्क कर सकते हो. लाइक अगर हम इसी क्वेश्चन पे आए और हमें सिर्फ इस क्वेश्चन में एक्सेलरेशन फाइंड करना होता, इन द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन लाइक दिस वन वाज द क्वेश्चन, दिस मास इज m1 एंड दिस मास इज व्हाट, m2. यहाँ हम फोर्स लगा रहे हैं, दैट इज F. This mass is restricted to move in this side. We have to find what the acceleration of each mass. तो जिस डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगा रहे हैं उसी डायरेक्शन में तो मूवमेंट है. तो इसको हमने क्या किया कि इसको एक ब्लॉक से रिप्लेस कर दिया. ठीक है, तो दिस वन इज द कंप्लीट ब्लॉक. नाउ द ब्लॉक हैज मास व्हाट, m1 प्लस m2. नेट मास ऑफ द सिस्टम, फोर्स लगा रहे हैं F और जिस डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगा रहे हैं इसी डायरेक्शन में एक्सेलरेट कर रहा है. ओके, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस ट्रिक एक्सेलरेशन वी हैव नेट फोर्स इन द लाइन ऑफ मोशन. तो मोशन की लाइन में क्या फोर्स दिख रहा है, F. तो इट इज F डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल मास ऑफ द सिस्टम, दैट इज व्हाट, m1 प्लस m2, दैट इज द आंसर। और अगर टेंशन या इंटरनल फोर्स या नॉर्मल रिएक्शन फाइंड करना तब तो आप जैसे मैंने फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ड्रॉ किया था अकॉर्डिंगली आप एक्सेलरेशन पहले ही फाइंड कर सकते हैं। तो वी कम टू मोर क्वेश्चंस, पहले हम वहाँ एक्सेलरेशन फाइंड करेंगे यूजिंग द ट्रिक और उसके बाद जो है फिर हम इंटरनल फोर्सेस का वैल्यू फाइंड करेंगे। ओके this mass is m1 and this one is m2. फोर्स हम इस डायरेक्शन में लगा रहे हैं, दिस फोर्स इज F, दिस एंगल इज थीटा, द masses are restricted to move along the positive horizontal direction. So you have to find the acceleration of each mass and the internal force between the masses is F. You have to find the value of what? F. A and F we have to find. Acceleration तो आप directly find कर सकते हैं। तो we come to the solution. A. इस पूरे को हमने एक सिस्टम ले लिया। ओके This system has mass what? m1 plus m2. तो जिस डायरेक्शन में मोशन हो, जिस लाइन में मोशन हो, उसी डायरेक्शन का फोर्स लेना है। तो यहाँ हम फोर्स लगा रहे थे F, तो ये तो लाइन ऑफ मोशन में नहीं है, बट दिस एंगल वी हैव थीटा, तो along थीटा फोर्स इज व्हाट वी हैव F cos थीटा। तो इट इज द फोर्स इन द लाइन ऑफ मोशन। ओके इट इज द लाइन ऑफ मोशन। तो मैंने एक्सेलरेशन क्या बताया है? It is net force acting on the system in the line of motion, that is what F cos theta. It is not F, so it is F cos theta divided by what? Total mass of the system, that is what? m1 plus m2, that is the acceleration. ये आंसर पहले ही आप फाइंड कर सकते हो, सॉल्यूशन आप बाद में करना है। फिर आप जो दो इक्वेशंस बनाओगे यूजिंग फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम, सॉल्विंग दोज इक्वेशंस, यू विल गेट द सेम एक्सेलरेशन। ओके now we have to also find the internal force between the masses. For that we'll have to the free body diagram. So we come to the free body diagram of mass m1. Okay force in this direction we have what? F cos theta. It was F. इस डायरेक्शन में क्या हो गया? फोर्स F cos theta. This one is mass m1 moving right side with acceleration a. Internal force between these two masses perpendicular to the common tangent. This internal force is F. Here gravitational force is m1g. यहाँ नॉर्मल रिएक्शन n1 है और यहाँ भी नॉर्मल रिएक्शन n1 है। तो आपको सिर्फ ये वाला पार्ट कंसिडर करना है, जिस डायरेक्शन में मोशन है उसी डायरेक्शन का फोर्स चाहिए। तो फॉर्म एन इक्वेशन फ्रॉम हियर, यहाँ अगर राइट साइड मूवमेंट है तो राइट साइड का फोर्स इज ग्रेटर देन व्हाट? द लेफ्ट साइड फोर्स। तो F cos थीटा इज ग्रेटर देन व्हाट? F। तो व्हाट विल बी द इक्वेशन? इट विल बी F cos थीटा माइनस F, दैट इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? m1a. इट इज इक्वेशन 1. ओके नाउ वी कम टू द FBD of mass m2. okay so if we come to m2, internal force perpendicular to the common tangent. Here we have force what? F. यहाँ दोनों कॉमन टेंजेंट के परपेंडिकुलर, यहाँ F है और यहाँ ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्सेस m2g, ग्राउंड के साथ ये नॉर्मल रिएक्शन हो गया। इट इज़ n2। खैर इसका कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है ग्राउंड वाले का, क्योंकि वर्टिकल डायरेक्शन में कोई मोशन ही नहीं है। and this mass is moving right side. So what is the net force which is acting on the mass to move towards right? That is what? Only F. So only force F is acting. So here F is equal to, according to the second law of motion, it is m2a. Now solving using equation 1 and 2 will get this result. So now using equation 1 and 2 we have put the value of F here. We get A is equal to F cos theta divided by what? m1 plus m2. Accordingly you get the value of what? The acceleration. Okay, now we have to find the value of what? The internal force or normal reaction. So say now putting A in equation 2. So what we get? F is equal to m2a, it is F cos theta divided by m1 plus m2. It is the value of the internal force acting between the masses. Okay, now we come to a question. Over the horizontal surface we have two masses like this. It is m2, this mass is m1, this angle we have theta. Here force is 3F suppose, and here force is F. The system is moving towards right with acceleration A. We have to get the acceleration and also internal force or normal reaction, that is F, between the contacts. The surface is smooth or frictionless. This surface is frictionless. Then we have to solve this question. Okay, so firstly we get the acceleration using the trick, using the formula I have given to you. If we consider the system to be a mass, so what is the total mass of the system? Total mass of this system we have m1 plus m2. Now right side the force acting is 3F, and along negative direction force is F. The system is moving towards right. We have to find the acceleration, means that is the line of motion. To see what we have to do, we have to find the net force in the line of motion. So what is the net force? Acceleration of this system will be net force in the line of motion divided by the total mass of the system. तो what is the net force? राइट साइड फोर्स लग रहा है हमारा 3F और उसके अगेंस्ट एक फोर्स F है, तो नेट फोर्स विल बी 3F माइनस F. सेम डायरेक्शन वाले को ऐड करेंगे, अपोजिट डायरेक्शन वाले को सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे, बिकॉज फोर्स इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी एंड वी विल हैव टू यूज द वेक्टर लॉ ऑफ एडिशन ओनली. एंड व्हाट इज द टोटल मास ऑफ द सिस्टम? That is m1 plus m2. So what is the acceleration of each mass? That will be 2F divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, it is the acceleration of each mass. Now we have to find what? The internal force between the masses. So for getting internal force or normal reaction, you will have to draw the free body diagram. Without free body diagram आप equation नहीं बना सकते हैं. So we come to the free body diagram of mass m1. Okay, तो ओनली वी हैव टू टेक व्हाट द हॉरिजॉन्टल फोर्स, वर्टिकल फोर्स का यहाँ कोई मतलब नहीं है, क्योंकि वर्टिकल डायरेक्शन में मासेस क्या है, स्टैटिक है. दिस मासेस आर रेस्ट्रिक्टेड टू मूव ओनली अलोंग द हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन. तो आप सिर्फ हॉरिजॉन्टल फोर्सेस को भी ले सकते हैं. ओके, तो दिस मास वी हैव m1. हमें कैसे ड्रॉ करना चाहिए ये समझना है. ओके, and this mass we have what, m2. This angle is theta. The internal force must be perpendicular to the common tangent. तो यहाँ common tangent क्या है, this line is the common tangent. okay, common tangent के internal force हमेशा क्या होता है, perpendicular होता है. तो that will be perpendicular to this line. तो here force from right side we have 3F. यहाँ force क्या लग रहा था, इट वॉज एफ. अभी हम इंटरनल फोर्स के बारे में सोचते हैं. परपेंडिकुलर टू द कॉमन टेंजेंट, इंटरनल फोर्स, दिस फोर्स वी हैव एफ, और यहाँ पे ये फोर्स क्या है, एफ. ओके, अब देखें ये फोर्स तो लाइन ऑफ मोशन में नहीं है. दिस मासेस आर रेस्ट्रिक्टेड टू मूव व्हाट, राइट साइड. लेकिन ये जो इंटरनल फोर्स है ये लाइन ऑफ मोशन में नहीं है, और हमें जो फोर्स लेना है वो लाइन ऑफ मोशन में ही लेना है. बट इसका एक कंपोनेंट विल बी इन द लाइन ऑफ मोशन. तो सिंस सी दिस कंपोनेंट इज अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ मोशन, सिमिलरली हियर दिस कंपोनेंट इज अलोंग द लाइन ऑफ मोशन. So we have to take the force in the line of motion. So we have to calculate this. Now see, if this angle is theta, this angle is also theta. This will be 90 minus theta. Okay, so if this angle is theta, it is theta, it is 90 minus theta, और ये perpendicular है. तो अगर ये 90 minus theta है, this vertex is 90 minus theta, तो from this right angle triangle this angle will be what, theta. Okay, this angle is theta. तो component along theta comes in cos. तो this component we have f cos theta, and this component will be what, f sin of theta. Similarly here this component is f cos theta. इधर f sin theta है, तो इधर भी क्या होगा, ये f sin theta ही होगा. okay, now we come to this part. form the equation. right side force 3F लग रहा है और left side क्या है, f sin theta. तो here 3F is greater than what, f sin theta. that's why the net force is 3F minus f sin theta, that is equal to what, according to the second law of motion, net force is equal to mass into acceleration. So this one is equation 1. now we come to this part. here f sin theta और यहाँ force लग रहा है f, अगर ये right side जा रहा है that means the right side का force is greater than left side का force. तो here we have f sin theta greater than what, f. so what will be the equation now, f sin theta minus f. now see the equation we have, f sin theta minus f is equal to what, m2 into a, that is equation 2. okay, now using 1 and 2, using 1 and 2 we get, आप solve करके देखें, you will get acceleration is equal to 2f by m1 plus m2, and now put this a in any one of the equation, you will get the value of what, small f. now putting a एन इक्वेशन, सपोज किसी भी आप इक्वेशन में पुट कर सकते हैं. Suppose 2. So equation 2 is what we have. F sine theta is equal to, F will be taken right side, it is F plus M2A. So F is equal to F plus M2A divided by what? Sine theta. F is equal to 1 by sine theta into F plus M2 into A. A we have what? It is 2F divided by M1 plus M2. Now you simplify it to get the value of what? F. In the next class we will be doing more questions, and the next case that will be motion of masses connected with massless inextensible string and motion of mass over the frictionless inclined surface. Okay, thank you.